So welcome back. This is Digital World Tech Academy, and today we are going to talk about the quartile function. So what does it mean? The quartile function returns specific values that divide a dataset into four equal parts. It is used to identify key points such as the 25th percentile or quartile 1, 50th percentile or median quartile 2, 70th percentile quartile 3, and the maximum value Q4. So the quartile function is just quite straightforward from the word quarter. And if you look at it based on the simplest one, which is the year itself, right? The year is divided into four equal parts of 3 months each to make 12. So it's just basically what we are talking about. So the first 3 months of the year makes up 25th percentile. The second one down to the middle of the year, right, makes 50th. Then over to, I think that will end at September or October, makes 75th, down to the end, December, which makes Q4. So that's just the idea behind it. So let's now say we are giving a 100% value, or let's say a full value, and we want to know what represents the 25th percentile. That means 25% of this particular 100%. That's essentially what we want to do when it comes to quartile function. So now we're taking that knowledge into, let's say, a test score now. And let's say that we gave a test to different students and the results are as follows. And we want to know which score represents 25% of the entire score. So we want to know the median value or the average of all the scores. That's the 50th percentile. We want to know, moving up, what was the 75th percentage score and what was the maximum score. So there are two types of quartile in Excel. The first one is the QUARTILE.INC, which means quartile inclusive. And it just says that it includes zeros and one values in its calculation. While the second one is QUARTILE.EXC, which means quartile exclusive, excludes the minimum values, excludes zeros and ones in its calculation. So now, the syntax are as follows. So we have the quartile. So we have quartile in itself, just quartile alone as a function. Then we have QUARTILE.INC. Then we have QUARTILE.EXC. So the difference between INC and EXC is just what I just mentioned, meaning that when you're calculating for one, it will include, if you have zeros and one values in your data set, one of them will include it, while the second one will not include it. So that's just big difference. While the quartile itself is like the old formula or the initial formula that has been there over time. So it's just includes, they continually included it, they did not take it away. So we have three ways to which we can get the quartile function. So what we are going to do is that we are going to go into a data set or the data set that we have been using for the past 3 videos to talk about the quartile function in itself. So now, so if you look at the left-hand side of your video, under column B, you see that I have a spot whereby I have the quartile functions filled up there. So I'm going to delete them and we are going to do them once again. So now, if we want to, so let's say that we are using, as you can see this test score, we don't have zeros and one values here. So we can use quartile exclusive. So if I come over to the first quartile and I say is equals to QUARTILE.EXC, exclusive of zeros and ones, since we don't have them. So it's going to tell me the array. The array just means the list of the values you are considering. So once again, the array means the list of the values you are considering. That is the entire test score. It's telling you to highlight the entire test score. That's basically your array. So you highlight your entire test score. You put a comma, as you can see, the syntax says arrays, comma, quartile. So this quartile will bring a menu. That means which quartile do you want to talk about? That means which percentage are you looking for, right? So immediately I put my quartile, I'm going to see the menu. So this is the first quartile or 25th percentile. So that is that, close your bracket. It will return inside this test score. It's going to look at the test score and look at which score represents 25 percentage of the entire test score. That means how low will the score be when you are talking about 25%. So the first quartile is 69.25, which means that they actually did score a little bit high in this test. This test is not a test whereby a lot of people scored low. So the first quartile score is 69.25. So we can go into it and say that it's equals to quartile again dot exe. So your array just means the entire value you are considering, comma. So the second one is the median value. That means the middle value. So it's like saying that the average, which score represents the median of this entire data set. Close your bracket, enter. So 83.25 represents the second quartile. So lastly, I'll say is equals to quartile.exe. So the array again, comma. So we have the third quartile, 75th percentile. That means saying that which value represents 75% of this particular test score. Close the bracket, 94. So you look at the average score itself is very, very high. That means this score, they score very high. So you look through, so that we have a lot of 90s, a lot of 80s, a lot of 70s. That's why the median value in itself is quite high. So that's just that with quartile. So quartile in itself, let me show you. This is it. So it's still the same thing actually. Very, very similar. Not much difference. So it's just this one just adds minimum value and maximum value. So if you are interested in knowing what is the minimum value in your test score or results or array, you can know that, and you can also know your maximum value. So that's just the big difference. So why INC can include zeros and ones. Let's assume that we have zeros and ones in the test score. It will include them in calculating your quartile. So that is that with quartile. So go over it, practice them, and you can rewatch the videos if you want to. So take care. I'll see you guys in the next class.